still strong and get those guys lined up and be able to play football.
I think he was more of a field guy and you're more of a boundary guy. Is
Right.
that right? Does that change or does that stay the same?
I mean, it pretty much stays the same. We got guys behind them that's ready to play. That's fully capable of making the calls and being able to help the defense. Get lined up and play.
Who's that guy or one or two guys you think is going to end up on the field more now that
I
Jailer's out of the
mean,
way?
we got a few guys that's able to come in. That's capable of playing. Don't really know who's going to get the start or anything like that. But I know all those guys. Whoever go in is fully capable of doing the job and getting it done.
Otis and Lewis, two of those guys that could do it?
Yeah, definitely. Otis, Lewis, Chris Smith, all those guys are capable of going and playing that position.
What's the difference between those three guys?
All of them fast, physical. Very smart guys. Those guys got a lot of range in that position, and being able to pick the defense up is what they did. Pretty good. And Lewis, he's definitely a pretty freakish athlete. Being able to learn two positions back there, such as so as Otis and so as Chris Smith have learned both of those positions at free and strong. So all those guys bring the same type of energy and a lot of enthusiasm to the game of football.
No real difference in this.
Not really.
What's it been like for Richard to be the leader back then? You've obviously been in town since you came in, and everybody knows what your second half of the season you played exceptionally well. But to take over that secondary and be a leader for the bowl practices, what does that feel like for you? What has that been like?
I mean, I enjoy it. Getting to know those guys. All throughout the year, and knowing their strengths. That's something that I can build on. And it's like being an extra coach back there, and helping these guys get lined up. And when you do it, and when it all come together, man, it's real fun. And so I enjoy doing that. I enjoy being back there with those guys, and every day coming in, seeing their faces and smiling and having great conversation with them. That's something more and something bigger than football. It's just like a brotherhood that we got back there. All those guys, brought into the system and able to, get the fundamentals and get the scheme ready so we can play ball.
You and Jake came in here together, and you guys are obviously
Me and who? I'm sorry.
Jake Fromm.
Yeah.
You guys are very notable guys in that class.
Yes, sir.
And now you're both in a position where you could go or could come back. Will you talk to Jake, and is there any, you hear what he's doing, and does he know what you're doing? Is it kind of that kind of deal?
I mean, that's 100% on Jake and his family. I'm not, kind of basing my decision off his or anything like that. I'm really not focused on that stuff right now, but I'm not really focused on my decision.
When you guys came in, did you guys have goals? I mean, as far as reaching the national championship game, I guess you guys freshman, winning the East. I mean, did you talk about those things when you came in?
Yeah, definitely we had, goals that we looked up to. Pretty much completed a lot of those. We still got some, to go. But as far as, getting the job done and things like that, we always plan on, improving and getting better.
Have you gotten your draft grade? Do you know what you're going to do as you sit here?
No, sir, I haven't got my draft grade. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I ain't really focused on that right now. Focus on the game.
Is it something you'll have to think about after the bowl?
I mean, yeah, possibly, depending on, how I look at it and stuff like that.
Are you leaning one way or the other?
Nah.
That's a good place.
It ain't even 50-50 right now. It's just 100% here and 100%, focus on Baylor. Ain't too much no numbers on them.
What have you seen from Baylor?
Real good team, man. Fast and physical. One play away from being in that playoff Saturday. Those guys are coming out, and they, only lost twice to the same team, which they should have won. So, those guys are real good, real physical football players, and I respect them a lot.
Richard, I know you're focused on this game, but what LSU is doing right now is kind of historic, and they put, I guess, 62 on Oklahoma. Does it make you feel any better about the way you guys played against them, or do you guys feel like you guys had more and could have done even better?
I mean, that is what it is. It happened. What happened. Congratulate LSU. They're a great football team. Got great players, great coaching staff, and I commend those guys on what they were doing.
Is it? Everybody talks about scheme. How much of it is scheme versus just having players and making plays, in your opinion?
I mean, as far as like football,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's I think it's 50% scheme, 50%. What you want to do. When you wake up in the morning, players have their mindset on if they're gonna make that play or not. It's all what you want to do. The scheme can only get you so far. You can be in the right place at the right time, but if you don't decide to make the play, then the other guy is. So when you come out there, you got to come with that mindset that you're gonna dominate and do what you got to do to get the job done. And that's kind of how I wake up every day and think of the game of football and basically life too.
Is there any part of you that over time feels like you can get maybe a little bit of, I don't want to say redemption, but you have a chance to play a little bit better against after the LSU game and maybe something will prove it all?
Yeah, definitely you can say that. I definitely want to come out there and show the world how we play as a football team. That last performance really don't reflect us too much. But we come out there, we line up, and we gonna show how to play football and go against a great team in Baylor.
What did you see from Denzel Mims, number 5, their receiver? What did you see from him?
Definitely real fast, big body guy, being able to catch the ball remind me a lot of Dez Bryant. Real physical guy also, and so he's very fast. People don't really you really don't see it on film, but that guy really be moving.
Dan was talking about no-name defense. When did that start? When did you hear that for the first time?
I mean, I'm really just starting to first hear that. I ain't too much, too fond of that.
Nobody made the Associated Press first team defense. I don't know if you guys took note of that, but is that kind of surprising considering how this defense led the league in total defense, scoring defense, and rush defense?
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. That all the accolades that our defense got collectively that we weren't able to. I know, our linebackers, our D-line, those guys deserve it. Those guys played their butts off this year, and if there's not too many, really focus on that, those accolades, things like that, because we know at the end of the day, how our defense was and how we came out there practice, and I see those guys every day. Aziz, Monty, Eric Stokes, Michael Barnett, Tay Crowder, those guys like that, man, those guys are amazing. And too many, people focus on the wrong things. Those guys, I don't think they're too focused on accolades also. I think we line up and we play football, and that's all that matters on Saturdays.
How much of that had to do, though, with the fact that you guys played 25, 26 guys regularly? I'm not talking about in a given game you guys could have played 40 guys.
Yeah.
How much? And then on your end, how you obviously never had a chance to do that before. Not at high school, not in your first 2 years here. What was it like playing with that many guys?
I mean, that just to show you how much depth that we have as a defense. When guys get gassed, we come out there and we get them for a play, and it doesn't fall off. It doesn't fall off at all. Though everybody, on our defense is fully capable of playing, and they know the scheme. And so, when that's happening, you're fully capable of, playing 25 to 40 guys, every Saturday, and that's something that, we as a defense, I'm proud of, because the more guys, the more opportunity that you have.
Do you ever have any moments during the season where somebody flashed in front of you, where'd you come from? I didn't even know you were on the field type thing.
Oh yeah, definitely a few times with Okoye, Quay, and definitely Aziz and things like that, and Nola. Those guys come out of nowhere to make plays. Those guys are physical.
Is there a way to, and I guess everybody looks at the school and the responsibilities differently, but some guys not at the bowl, some guys going pro early. The college game, there's so many responsibilities. How hard is it to do the class, to show up at the workouts, and do you think that's part of the reason why some guys look to go pro early, just because college ball is such a grind?
I mean, it is a grind, man. I can't even sit right here and say it's not. It's definitely difficult. It's not. If you're weak, you're not going to survive this because it's different. You got to have a mindset that's different, totally different to others, than your peers, the guys you went to high school with, the guys that you grew up with, because simply you're basically on a job, a full-time job, and you got to go out there and you got to do what you got to do. So it's just like, maybe that's some of the reason or something like that, but still, it's a lot of pressure on us as athletes, doing school and football. But a lot of guys are made for it to do what they got to do.
Did it take you long to adjust? I mean, you seem very well adjusted now.
Nah, not too much. I had the opportunity to have, older guys, such as my best friend, Rick McMillan, that went to Ohio State. Picking his brain and sometimes go up there and see his type of schedule that he used to deal with and things like that. So when I got to college, it wasn't really a slap in the face. It was just, I knew that I had to do this and I had to adjust to this type of schedule. And so, I was good.
Eric Stokes just called you a ball hawk, says that if the ball's on the ground, number 2 is probably around it. How do you go about always making sure you're involved in a turnover? It seems like you've always been.
I mean, yeah, those guys create the turnover. I just come in. I'm the cleanup man. Those guys go out there and they sacrifice and they do everything that they got to do, to create havoc. And, I've been fortunate enough to be around the ball a lot. Running to the ball is definitely something I pride myself on doing. I really don't get that much chances, on that perimeter and things like that because Eric don't let too many people catch the ball on him.